So namaste MMG on GoodTube. I know we were disconnected, but let's remind everybody. Namaste everybody. I am OMniREADY. I am your guide on Manifest for TV. Welcome to your sanctuary, your place to be. Let's dive in together into integrity, water, and what it means, and also the fact that we need to stop. The majority of people, need to stop to play the three wise monkey, right? We need to stop to play the three wise monkey. I invite you to go to manifestfortv.com. Did I take my banner behind me? No, it's way too high. I left it over there. So let me see what I can do if I can get another banner. But, oh no, this one needs to go more this way. Yes, and this one needs to go more this way. Is that it? Is that good? Yes, that you can all see the screen. I know you cannot see perfectly, but here I can turn you if you don't see it. So we're all together here to explore the fact that we need to stop playing the three wise monkeys. Somebody say, you're still here. Thank you. High five. So we here, thank you very much. We're here to explore the fact that we need to stop the three wise monkey. We need to explore the fact that we're being taught to be nice, that it's nice to be nice, but not with everybody. We're here to explore what is the meaning of integrity. And I said, that's what I promise. Superman, share the podcast. Oh my gosh, I have Superman share the podcast. I need you, Superman. Human beings are not listening. I don't know what's going on with them. They're so distracted. So thank you for sharing the podcast. Obviously, you're Superman. You understand what's going on. So Superman, do you need a message from the universe because you're Superman? Do you still need it? Or should I pass it? No, I think you need it. So this is hemp. So for people that are like, why is she putting hemp? Yes, this is hemp cream. This is a hemp. So let me read for you like that you understand. This one is not in my store because I'm still experimenting with it. This is 150 mg hemp extract, nourishing, botanical blend, soothing scent. So this is to put on your vein, like wherever you have your connection on your wrist, to soothe you, to make you feel good. This is powerful. So Superman, message from the universe. So that's why you see me doing this. Message from the universe. Yes, and then we go back to that video. Message from the universe, because I think I got all the thing after that. Another one. So another one. Walk beautifully, talk beautifully, live beautifully. Superman, you're already doing this. You walk beautifully, Superman. You talk beautifully, Superman, and you live beautifully. But you know what you need to do, Superman? You need to teach human beings to stop believing that you need to come and save them, because you cannot save all of them. My perspective. So another one, message from the universe for thank you for following the broadcast. I appreciate that. So, Chris te salue, merci beaucoup. Ça, c'est ta fille, Chris. Est-ce qu'elle veut un message de l'univers? Je peux traduire en français. Yes, I speak French for everybody that is here. So it was for Cory Chan, 20. Thank you for following the broadcast, and your message from the universe is everlasting impact with compassion and kindness is called love. Everlasting impact with compassion and kindness is called love. When you leave impact on people, that's called love. So, non, mon ami, c'est qui? C'est qui Chris alors? C'est qui Chris? Bonjour François. Namaste Melinda, welcome back. François, welcome François. Do you want it in English or French? François, because your name is François, I'm assuming you speak French. So do you want me to translate? Let me translate it. So this is your message from the universe for sharing the podcast. Thank you very much for sharing the podcast. And then there is a question before that. Somebody asked me a question. So, François, for sharing the podcast, this is what you receive. There is pleasure in the pathless wood. There is pleasure in a pathless wood. It is true, when you go in the forest, any forest, any park, even the parks. You go and then they have the road for you and they say you go there, you go there. But then there is the little places where there is like a little river, and then you need to go down behind the bridge and go under the bridge to see how the water is quieter over there, and you can sit down next to the little brook and then listen to the water, compared to being on the bridge looking out to the park and hearing the traffic. Yes, see what I mean? So there is pleasure in a path. That's where I go. That when I go somewhere, I always go this way. But no, yeah, we can go this way. But why? I'm very curious. So Chris William, what do you mean, Chris William? Mon ami? Ah bon? Il est ici? Il écoute? Il est en train d'écouter, ton ami? Okay, okay, François, I share the broadcast. Okay, François, I forgot to translate that in French. I'm sorry. I apologize. Il y a du plaisir dans les forêts sans chemin. Il y a du plaisir dans les forêts sans chemin. Okay, translated. Next, François did it again. François has shared the podcast. You left and you came back, François. I saw you. Why did you left? Okay. So François for sharing the podcast. What a desolate place would be a world without a flower. What a desolate place would be a world without a flower. I agree. And you should leave that flower there. You should leave it there and just appreciate for where it is. Oh, I was supposed to translate it in French because you're French. What a desolate. Prince, tu peux m'aider en français? Mais il te salue. Non, il bosse. Ah, tu lui as parlé de moi? Mais est-ce que je le connais? Est-ce que je connais ton ami? Ah, j'ai des sparkles de partout. Hein. Est-ce que tu connais mon ami? Est-ce que je connais ton ami? Je ne pense pas que je le connaisse. Donc, I'm trying to find desolate in French. It's almost like désolé, you know, like without nothing. This earth, this place will be a world. So cette place, cette terre serait empty, serait sans. Je trouve, cette place serait sans belles choses avec des fleurs. Voilà. Was that okay? So that next we have Christina. Thank you for sharing the podcast. I appreciate that. Where are we for the sharing the podcast? I know we were at 3 out of 33. We are reaching our goal. Our goal is 9 of 33. So we're getting there. Thank you, guys. So for you, Christina, where is it? This is a message from the universe. Vide. Oui, le monde serait vide sans une des fleurs. Le monde serait vide sans les fleurs. C'est ce que j'étais en train de trouver. J'ai dit empty earlier, but I couldn't say vide. Okay. So, what belongs to you shall come to you, dear Christina. What belongs to you shall come to you. That's what the universe say. So now we're good here. We're good here. We're good here. Thank you, Prince, for m'assister. Donc, tu m'as dit long e-boss. Si, c'est un ami que je connais. C'est quelqu'un que je connais. Thank you for watching over here. You can comment over there if you have any question. You can comment over there if you have any question. You can comment over there. We are live on 4 different, so let me remind everybody. Namaste. My name is OMniREADY. Welcome to your sanctuary, your place to be. I am OMniREADY, your guide on Manifest for TV. Are you ready to transcend into the topic integrity with water, and that we need to stop playing the 3 wise monkey? That's the topic of today. Okay, So I'm putting that on the side, and let's listen to what they're saying here. So
in the paradigm of mechanistic thought, which didn't evolve, it was imposed. That mechanistic thought is based first on the assumption that we are separate from nature.
And that's the number one thing that creates where we are right now. People have low integrity because they could disconnect it from nature. People don't understand water and the power of it, and the fact that they carry more than 80% in their water body, so much information, and they transfer that to other people without any responsibility. Oh, I just abuse a person, but nobody knows. And then goes to another place, goes back to their family, and then transfer that energy to their wife and children. It could be reversed too. Doesn't matter. So those people that are actually creating what's going on right now, know that it's clear. That's the number one thing. They are totally disconnected from nature, because if they were connected to nature to even 1%, one tiny thing, they will be awakened to the fact that if I hurt one being, I hurt all beings. And I hurt myself in a process, which is number one. We. So you say we, so you say we, like, I know your friend. He's my friend too. I used to know that person when I was in Paris. Je connais cette personne quand j'étais à Paris. I'm speaking French and English. Namaste, MMG Dot. How are you? How are you, dear? Yes. So you, yes. Je connais cette personne. Ok. Ok. Intéressant. Et ça fait pas partie du groupe, non. C'est pas quelqu'un qui faisait partie du groupe. Si. Non. T'as pas dit non. Les gens, ils écoutent. Hein. They love to hear me speak in French. They don't care. They're like, just speak. Yes? Du groupe? Wow. Okay. So, MMG, this is somebody that I used to manage when I was in Paris. And he's with me connecting right now on FB. And we met again because that we got disconnected because I left France. I was in music industry while I was in France. I came here to do also music in New York City, and I did not disconnect, but we didn't have that social media that you have now, guys. You are so lucky the way you connect with people here now. That was hold on, that was in 1999. So yes, that's been 20 years ago. He lost my contact. I lost his contact. Go back about my life. He went back in his life. And then now we're talking to each other again. And it's fantastic because I remember what I used to do in Paris. And it was so much pleasure. Thank you, thank you, thank you. He's giving likes. So I was talking about, this video that we need to remind people that we are connected with nature. Because how can somebody inner outer over understand that they are destroying themselves and others if they're not connected? The person believes that there is no feeling about a plant or an animal, like people that are being raised, taught in school that animal don't feel. They just scream because it's just a reaction, or you see their body still reacting, but they're dead. No, don't think, they don't feel. That's a teaching. That's a teaching, because we know it's not true, because you feel uncomfortable. You're watching it and you're like, but hold on, it looks like it's still moving, it's still alive. Stop. No. You know what I mean. You all know what I mean, because you all did experience something that make you feel that rage inside of you, that reaction that made you feel like, okay, you know what? I don't like what's going on. You want to say something, but then you say something, and then the person's going to give you a reason that what you're seeing is not really what you're seeing. No, that's not an animal being tortured. No, that's not a child being tortured. No, everything is okay. Let's play the three wise monkey. So let's listen.
And nature is constituted of discrete particles, separate from each other, who can only relate through violence, through force, through action by contact. In the quantum world, there is no separability. My thesis was on non-locality in quantum theory. Everything is interconnected. There are no fixed essentialized qualities that have been built into the way people are looked at, nature is looked at. Potential is the defining quality in the quantum world. And because it's about potential, it's also about uncertainty. The mechanical world is based on a false illusion of determinateness, certainty. And in the quantum world, we know we cannot get rid of uncertainty, the uncertainty principle of Heisenberg. To this is linked to the fourth principle: no excluded middle, no duality, no either or. In the quantum world, it's and. In the mechanistic world, you can either be a wave or a particle. In the quantum world, you have potential to be both, and they're complementary. When you realize that the world is one interconnected whole, you also realize that what appears different is actually different expressions
Yes.
of an interconnected reality.
Yes. Do you understand that? Do you understand that a dog is another form of yourself? Do you understand that a plant is another form of yourself? Do you understand that an ant is another form of yourself? Do you understand that the oil that you ingest is alive? Do you understand that the water that you drink is alive? It's not because it doesn't speak to you. Well, actually it does, but you're not listening. Water speak to you, but you're not listening. So that's what I'm saying. That. And I speak with people that are telling me, no, plants don't feel. There is no proof. And then you show them the proof that plants feel. That you have, and I will show you that right after, that you can have a plant. You put many plants in a room. You put them together. You connect them together with, like you do with the computer, with cables. And those cables have the ability to read frequency. So that means when somebody was coming into the room and caressing the plant and give them water and careness, the frequency of the plant was vibrating in a certain way. And then one person come in a room and then was slapping the plant or tearing the dirt and then pushing the plant. The other plant, not only the plant that was being hurt, that was having the highest frequency of disturbance, the other plant started to have the same frequency. Just like a human being, when see a human being being hurt, they also being disturbed. But if they don't say nothing, we don't stop this. We don't stop this. If we don't speak, if we don't say nothing to what's going on right now, we can't stop this. So let's listen.
For the first time in human history, technology in the hands of the billionaires becomes the new civilizing mission for humanity. The illusions about the big technology firms is they create, they extract. They don't create anything. Software programmers create the platforms that they use. Even Bill Gates didn't really write his basic program. It was some professor, two math professors in Dartmouth College who did the basic program.
See? And that's the truth. I adore that about her, is when you really dig deeper about the integrity, like those people that saying, I did this. I did that. I don't say I did this. I say I found that. I rediscovered this, and this is what I did with it. But I did this. What did I do? Yes, I did write a book, but the way they say it is like I own it, like a GMO. I took nature and I did whatever I wanted with it for human being to have more food. No, we were having enough food already. You came and say, okay, I want to change this to be able to own it. That's not the way nature works. Nature works in exchange. There is a natural exchange that is happening with nature as to you go to sleep. Even when you are during the day, you breathe, right? We all breathing. You all exhaling carbon dioxide. We all have machine. If we are in a city, we all have machine that is here to sound an alarm if there is too much carbon dioxide. Well, those plants, They love our carbon dioxide. And in exchange of our carbon dioxide, those plants are giving us oxygen. So there is an exchange between the plant, between us and the earth and the animal. We all exchanging to our water body information. They want to make us believe, no, I came here and I created that and this is mine and you have to pay me for it. And hold on, I'm going to give you the computer for you to use it. I'm going to tell you it's yours, but it's not yours because of what you signed with me. When you click agree, you agree that this machine can be taken back away from you if you don't use it the way they want you to do. Then number two, they're going to create something that's going to try to destroy this machine and tell you, oh, there is something out there that's going to make your machine get really, 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 really bad. You better get that antivirus. Meanwhile, they are the one that created that virus. And that's the same thing that they're doing right now with what's going on with this pandemic. So whomever don't like it, what I'm saying, go dig for yourself instead of just shooting at people. But most likely people don't say anything to me because you know it's the truth. You create the problem, which is powerful. I don't like to create a problem. Me, I see a problem, I want to resolve it. No, they think like this, that to show you those beings are disconnected completely. They say, let's create a problem, a very bad problem. And then let's come behind it and say, look, this is horrible. What's going on? Let's find a solution. And while everybody is like this to try to find a solution, create a thing for us to to be better, to feel better, to be protected, they don't like this. They already know the solution. They come with a piece of paper and they say, look, we made the solution just for you because we love you so much. Here. This is the solution just for you. There you go. But they don't tell you that that solution is being registered, patented, and then they're making money over it. I will have a mic. I will drop it. That's the truth. It's all about money. It's always being about money. And because money now is changing from money trees, we're not going to be able to say that in the future. Money grows on trees because people are not going to exchange money. That little bill that you have, let me show you those bills that everybody's so in love with. Oh my gosh. You're in love with this? That's why you're losing your integrity and then you're letting negative information in your whatever because of this. That's what you want, human. That's what you run for. That's what you're going to kill for. That's what you're going to sell a child or a woman or a human being for, or animals, or for this. What is this? That is dead trees. That is dead nature. They disconnect you from nature and make sure that you continue to destroy nature by loving this. That's what you love? Yeah, but we need money to live. No, we don't. We need to find a way that we don't need this, because before they made this, people was exchanging things. Look, this is what I've made. This is what I've manifested, co-created. I think this is what it does with me and my family. This is what I'm sharing with you to make your family and you healthy. What do you have to offer? Oh, I do tiles. I design tiles. Okay, I need to redo my bathroom. I don't know how to do that. We were exchanging services, barter and exchange. And they came and say, no, your service is valued to this. And this is more valuable than your service, because your service is dead as long as you exchange that with this. But it seems like now we are forced to go to a new system, which is cryptocurrency, right? That money that is online, right? That money that's going to be, which is nice because we're supposed to now not create that paper money, right? We're supposed to make green things grow, right, on earth in exchange of this, because with all the paper that we have created that destroyed all those trees that sometimes take hundreds of years to grow. right? To reach their maturity, to make this that is destroying this earth, right? Finally, this is the good thing that you can see into what's going to happen. This not going to make any value anymore. And the value is going to come into what do you have to offer me? What do you have to offer to this earth, to this universe? What is your frequency? What is your purpose on earth? That's where we are right now. What do you have to offer? Really, instead of just being here, going to work, coming back home, being exhausted, hating your work, hating your family, not liking to be on earth. I'm talking about people that are just complaining. I used to be there. It's no point to stay there because we're not assisting in growing. So what are you here to offer? She has to offer that she's giving the experience, the perspective of what's going on right now, have the awareness, and how can and how we are extremely required right now for us to be together. I, Before they say people, kumbaya, we love each other, we need to be with each other, but there is no kumbaya, there is no more love. It's not about love anymore, it's about integrity for us to be together. In integrity, not in love, because it's not gonna, I'm not saying love is not necessary. Love is necessary in the sense of those people that have integrity can love each other, not the one that say I love you and then you turn around say thank you and then there's porcupine in your back and you look like a porcupine. No, real love, integrity love. I'm wondering how that sound on here. If somebody could go on YouTube and tell me, let me listen to this here. I'm curious because I have to test it. And we're gonna go right here so that you can see. Yes, see, it's live with Three Wise Monkey. You see the Three Wise Monkey? See, I'm live. And if I could actually take one camera and show you that I'm live here, 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 and here, and for, well, my name of my show is Manifest 4 TV. So it's logic for me to go in 4 different social media. But let's listen to the sound to make sure it's okay. Make sure it's okay. Yes, the sound is pretty good. So we here, we good. Namaste, magnificent manifest being. Welcome to your home sanctuary, your place to be. I am OMniREADY, your guide on Manifest for TV. Are you ready to transcend into the topic integrity, water, and that we need to stop playing the Three Wise Monkey? So here we good. We're going to finish listening to this video.
They have posited themselves as inventors. When basically we've done a new report, it's because Bill Gates announced a new project called Ag1. You know, all agriculture will be one agriculture controlled by him. Where does he set up the office of Ag1? In Missouri, where Monsanto's headquarters is. But we watch what's going on in India and we pieced it together. So basically, he's financing a lot of data mining from farmers, which will then be packaged back as big data and sold back to farmers. But this is exactly what happened in your 2016 elections. Facebook sold data to Cambridge Analytica. So when you think of why are the kind of leaders that we have getting created, it's very important to remember that in these 25 years of corporate deregulation of commerce, you basically have a lot of money in the hands of very few people. And they then are the ones investing in all the companies. The companies are not independent companies anymore. They're basically billionaire money managed by the investment funds like BlackRock and Vanguard, etc. They also know that everywhere people are on the streets. Just look at this year. Show me a country where there weren't protests. Chile, Beirut, Hong Kong, everywhere.
Everywhere.
So how do you deal with the rising demand for a change? We threw out the East India Company in 1857. The Crown took over. They established a policy called divide and rule. And then they started to divide Hindus and Muslims because Hindus and Muslims had stood together to defend their land, their livelihoods, their freedom.
Look into everything that divides us, and you will find what connects us. Look in everything that divides us, and you find everything that connects us. Why do you think they're asking for 6 feet away? Why do you think they say, okay, if you're looking like this, with mouths open, speaking, it's wrong. If you're putting the kasam under your nose, it's wrong. If you try to communicate with a kasam, it's wrong. But if you're away, 6 feet away from a human being not communicating, it's right. It's not me. It's on the subway. Those are the pictures that they show. This is the same picture, the type of picture that they show in World War II, and the same in World War I, separating people. Because when you separate, you conquer. So look into everything that disconnects us. Okay, you white, I'm black. At the end, you look the deepest, you look at our DNA, our root, we're the same. We're similarly different, but still differently the same. So, okay, you believe in that religion. I'm open. Can you explain me your religion, and then we can discuss my religion? But then when two beings meets, no, I'm talking about my religion only, and then yours, I don't want to hear about it. That's when it's create. And those are the religion that creating that themselves, because they're beautiful, beautiful, beautiful texts. When you really look into the religion, you're like, oh, it looks like a fairy tale. And it is not a fairy tale. It is really a beautiful story that everybody decide to want to believe or not. So when you look at into the religion, all of them have that beautiful attraction of making you want to believe in good, in doing great thing, in being a great being, and how to behave, having principles in life. I'm not talking about everything that came and attach itself to the religion. Because when you look at religion, the word religion, where it come from, the etymology of it, yes, I'm curious about words. I adore words. Before I utilize them, religion means to reattach, relegare. What do we reattaching? So if I become Jewish, I'm reattaching to. I become a Christian, but I'm already connected. What is that reattachment coming from? So that's why I don't believe in religion, but I believe in the idea of being connected. That's probably my religion, but it will not make sense because relegare means to reattach. Reattach to what? We're all connected. So let's listen to this. I'm going to get my tea.
It took from 1857 to about 1920 for all kinds of means, census, fake identity, because, people in India would say, I'm a Hindu and a Muslim, because they'd go to mosques and they'd go to temples. And when they'd be asked, who are you? They'd say, I'm a gardener. I'm a blacksmith. For them, the religious part was very, very secondary. Their occupation was their main identity, the place where they came from, the community they came from. And this took so long. This is what led to our partition. And that partition is still being played out. It's an incomplete project. So divide and rule becomes a necessity for the 1% to continue to hold on to power. What are the economic policies being pushed while people are divided? Because that's really the agenda. In 1906, when this divide and rule and apartheid was being put in place, apartheid hadn't been named apartheid then. It was only named as a system in 1948. But in 1906, the British wanted to turn Indians in South Africa into second-class citizens. So they wrote an Indian Act. And Indians had to register on race, and they had to carry their identities all the time. And a lot of what's happening right now in India around this identity issue is related to that history of the Satyagraha. But most importantly, any police officer could enter your house at any time and demand your papers. You couldn't trade locally. You couldn't practice professions. And so the people.
Can you recognize the same sign now? Can you recognize the same sign now? You don't want to wear a kasam, you being reported. You don't want to close your store, you being reported. You talking too much about what's going on, even bringing the idea that we are here together to get a second opinion. Why can we get a second opinion? We have the right as the people in as doctors. It says you're right as a patient, the patient right, it says that you have the right to get a second opinion. So it should be the same for the news. Why the news supposed to control us now? To tell us this is the news, this is what it is. No, the news supposed to tell us the news. What is the news? Oh, let's go and dive into a word. News. To look at the etymology and the root of it, because this is ridiculous. This is so ridiculous where we are right now. And people need to not wake up, because people say wake up. Everybody's up. So that's why people are pissed off, because you say wake up, say I'm up. What do you mean wake up? It's not wake up. It's not waking up anymore. It's what are you up to? What are you connected to? What is it that you connected to? What is your frequency? That's where we are right now. We are up. But up to what? We are awake. What is it that you are awake? You're awake that this world right now, there's a lot. There are people that are still on this earth right now not knowing what's going on. There are people that I'm still speaking right now in Africa. There was another person in Japan that was somebody that was living far away in nature. That person is like, look, leave me away with this world. The person know, but not that much. And when I tell them what's going on in New York City, they're like, no, they will not do that. And then there are people in Israel right now that are being genocide, just like in World War II. But you guys are like, no, they will not do that. And there are people in the Amazonia, in the tribes, and in Native Grand American, where they're trying to protect their water at this moment right now, as we speak, while we're having our tea, drinking our tea, watching what we want on TV, and going live. You guys need to really realize you are blessed that you can come live and watch another live where there are people right now on this earth that are dealing with really great challenges. And then there are others, well, I don't know. I don't know how they do it. They just don't know. Some tell me they don't want to know. And those one, I don't want to talk to them anymore. Because when you tell me you don't want to know what's going on, that means you're participating and you're being complacent on what's going on. I don't need to speak to you anymore. Friend, no friend, family, I don't care. So here, let's look into the word and the meaning deeper, right? What was the word? Somebody that was listening, what was the word? I said we need to look into this word. Yeah. And interesting, because I didn't say the word. She said, understanding your word in context. Yeah, you do have to understand your word in context. So, what was the word? Come on, type the word. Don't be afraid. Bon café. Oh non, je bois pas de café. Je bois pas de café. C'est, tu peux voir? Thé. C'est du thé que je bois. C'est du thé. Et le message de ce thé, il est là. Comme ça, tu sais où mon message vient. Tu vois, je bois du thé, j'ai un message que j'ai. Donc, ça te montre ça te montre combien de thé j'ai bu pendant des années. Ça, ce sont que du thé. Du thé, du thé, du thé, message de thé. Je bois que du thé. Non, le café, je supporte pas le café. Donc, oh no, what just happened? What just happened? That never happened before. How can that happen? That is weird. I don't know what's happened. It's like first it was YouTube that got turned off. Then it was Live Me that got turned off. Now it's FB that got turned off. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Whatever you do, it doesn't matter. Because what you want is my reaction, and to give up. And that's not happening here. I'm a bull, I'm an ox, I'm a mountain goat. So it's not gonna happen. So you can stop as many live as you can. The message will be shared. So should I wait for this to come back on? Or should I catch it on another platform? I mean, another tech. Because that should not have happened. It's plugged. How can that happen? Let me see. Did I plug it? Yeah, it's plugged. They can turn off your phone and turn on your phone even though you don't want it. Know that. That's not a joke. That's what it is. Just deal with it. So I'm going to put this one right here. This cable right here. Oh, okay. So it is plugged. Okay. What was the word? Yes, I know I'm going to be contacted to say, why did it stop over there? Because it wanted to stop. Since the word is not here, and then nobody put the word, let me listen to her. I might remember.
Said, we would rather die. This refusal to cooperate with unjust law is what Gandhi calls satyagraha, as a duty of truth. He was inspired by Thoreau, who refused to pay the poll tax here against the slave system. He inspired Martin Luther King, and the civil rights movement is very much inspired by Gandhi. But it is when King started to take up the economic justice and economic equality issues, that's when he was assassinated. Because the part is, you can talk in very sweet ways about civil liberties, but you don't touch economic justice. And the economy is, for me, it's a double violence, because the origin of the word, the meaning of the word economy, comes from oikos, our home. The Aristotelian name is oikonomia, the art of living. And when you turn the art of living into the art of money making, which Aristotle called chrematistics, then you have to practice violence against the earth and violence against others, destroy their livelihoods, destroy their freedoms, take away their resources. So the violence is multiple. And I look into the future. I say, why are we building detention centers everywhere in India, along the border of Mexico?
Yeah.
Because I feel that if we don't activate our sense of interconnectedness with all life, with all people, if we don't start sowing the seeds of what I have called earth democracy, we are going to see 99% people as disposable, especially with the tech working on artificial intelligence, to make sure all the mechanical work is made redundant, whether it be in radiography or law or whatever. Mechanical work will be substituted. And if that's the case, 99% people are disposable. So you can either share this beautiful planet with love and abundance and sustainability, or say it's all mine, every bit of land, every seed, every mind, because what's being mined is our mind now. And if we don't defend the freedoms of all species and the freedoms of all human beings, we could see within 20, 30 years,
less than
a
that
level of disposability built into the structures that humanity will not be able to respond to.
I think she's very nice. That was shared March 16, 2021. I think she's very nice. She's being very nice. The destruction is happening right now, but it's happening quietly because we've been all told to be at home and be that's what's happening. Everybody is being told, don't go and watch what's going on in the forest. Don't go and watch what's going on in the tribe, on the native land. Do not go and watch to see the Amazonian. Do not go. Do not. We say do not. We say stay at home. That we can do that in a quiet way because they know if they would have let life go about, they needed this because it, people and the way we can communicate with each other by filming each other and everything. If something will have happened that was so atrocious because people are not ready to see what's going on, that will be so atrocious that will revolt people because that will give them so much rage inside. Like, what? How can you do that to a child? That a lot of people will get together and say, no, I'm not for this anymore. And they say, okay, we have to find a way to separate them. Remember, when that stuff came out, is because the people in Hong Kong was winning. They were getting together, they were strong together, they were fighting with umbrellas, not to hit people, but to protect themselves. They were with children on the street, families going like, we have to protect ourselves, but we're still going to be on the street. We have the right to be on the street to say, no more of you, no more of you, no more of you, no more of you. And they say, how can we stop that? Oh, we're going to scare them with something invisible that we cannot prove. And we're going to make them do everything that we want them to do every single day of their life. And we're going to tell them to do something about it. And that thing will not find a solution because even getting that in your body will not protect you from the thing that they have created. Remember, I create the problem, create the solution. And with that solution comes with a lot of drama. All I know is whatever the people that have get that inside of them, they sign a paper, they can do nothing about it. That's what I know. From all the people that I've heard online talking about it, and it's interesting. Remember, we're supposed to hear the news, to listen to the news, without having another second or third opinion. We're supposed to listen to one news, one word, one script, one sentences. We're supposed to listen to that without asking, okay, you're telling us this, but did you look into this? Did you hear in this country that's what they have found? Did you heard in this country that's what they are doing? Did you heard in this country that's what they are asking to their government? Did you do that? No, nobody's. It seems like I'm shocked. But on the same time, I'm like, what can I see that is great in this? What is great to see in this is, unfortunately, yes, a lot of people gonna get hurt, but it's not like those people didn't ask for it. If you don't want to listen and to see and to speak about what's going on, we're not going in a world where there are going to be people continuing to play the three wise monkey, because then what okay, let's discuss where we could end up. We could end up like in Cloud Atlas, being human that are being serving human into a burger, and human are okay to eat human. You don't believe me? You don't believe me? There is already people talking about, if there were no more meat, if we will transcend and say, okay, let's change the idea of taking animal, they feel, they have emotion, let's stop that. But that we can eat human. Will you be okay? I heard some people saying that they will be okay. I'm not friend with those people because I don't want to be eaten. Number one. But I understand that that person will be capable of doing that. Don't need to be around that person. I know what that person will be capable of doing if something worse will be to happen. But if we don't do anything after what they've done to the animal and what they've been doing to human, where? I want you to type, like, give me like a great perspective of if we don't stop what's going on. And then you tell me, how do you stop it one by one? It takes one person, one. one person behaving, showing, standing, sharing their integrity, walking on the street, sharing their talk, not only standing, but saying, like, I'm standing, but then as soon as something happens, you come and run away instead of standing and looking at it and say, oh, that's what it is. Okay, let me see, let me analyze it, let me investigate, let me, like that, I can make a next movement that is intelligent beside turning around, running, and you don't know what it is, and that thing is after you, and then you're being caught. You are intelligent being. You can face your fear because there's two type of fear. Forget everything and run. Go run. Go run. Go. Then see where you're gonna end up. I know where I ended up when I went with the fear. I ended up with more drama, more pain, more suffering, more lies, more betrayal, more anger, more wanted to not be on earth, more depression, more sickness. That's what it does. That's what it does. When you speak the truth, when you are in your truth, when you walk your talk, talk your walk, and you talk with beings that are doing the same, because you might meet beings that are playing, oh, I am your friend. I am, trust me, I'm not going to do anything to you. And then, like I say, you turn your back to realize you're a porcupine. So some people don't understand. Look at a porcupine and take every needle of the porcupine and compare them to knives. Francois, Hassan, Pool Dude, Queen Love, Justin. Ah, you shared the podcast again. Thank you. Thank you. So, SB, I'm going to give you the message to the from the universe. And this message says, one cannot know the best that is in him. That's very deep. One cannot know the best that is in him. And that is why we're here with each other. Why do you think we're here with each other? To observe each other, to acknowledge our existence, and to acknowledge our abilities. Oh, you can do this? I didn't know we could do this with those hands. Oh, you can think like this? Oh, you can turn that machine this way? One cannot know the best that is in him. We're here to stimulate that with each other. That's what we're here to do, to stimulate that with each other. So MMG Hassan, I'm going to give you the message from your universe. And then the message is, the voice of your soul is breath. MMG Hassan, the voice of your soul is breath. So when you're breathing, you are speaking your soul. When you are, thank you for the 1,000 likes. The voice of your soul is breath. So, again, when you are breathing, you are speaking your soul. That is deep. So there you go. This one was saying what? Live right. Oh, yes. Live righteously and love everyone. Everyone, I don't know about that. I don't have a problem with loving everyone, but don't ask me to love people that are hurting children, elders, and animals and this earth. Don't. There is no reason. If somebody could come and say, yes, but when you love them, you transform them. Yes, I tried. I tried. That is to me. I did. Because people say I tried, and no, I did. I did the love game. Look at people and say, you know what? Okay, you're not going to do this anymore again because you know that's not okay. You can't do that because there are children being hurt when you do that. There are elders or there are people being hurt in your process. You're right. Forgive me. Thank you for your kindness to forgive me. But then the same people will go around and do the same thing again because you forgive them. So that's why I was like, when I was listening to this show, I said, There is no forgiveness. There is no forgiveness. You forgive. You forgive yourself for what have happened, that you have allowed another being to do something like that to you, because you had signs. Most of us, we can we can smell them. They do stuff and we're like, But then we're so kind, we're like, oh, don't mind. What was that? What was that word? What did that person say? How did that person behave? There are signs. But you guys don't want to pay attention to the sign because we all kind. We all like, don't mind. It's maybe me. Let's not judge. I'm not asking you to judge. I'm asking you to recognize, okay, this is a pedophile. This is a criminal. This is somebody that you can see. You saw that person doing something. You know it. You see it. Speak about it. Namaste, MMG and Brienne. I have a message from you for the universe. Thank you for sharing the podcast. Your message is, are you ready? I am OMniREADY. One of the first things you should look for in a problem, it's its positive side. I'm going to stay with this one for a moment. Hold on. Did you hear this? Did you hear this? This one smells so good. Look. One of the first things you should look for in a problem is its positive side. That's what it is, the message from the universe to you. It's for me too, though, because it's to remind me, yes, you're guiding others to see the positive in what's going on. Namaste, MMG Brian. Thank you for following and thank you for sharing the podcast. I appreciate that. So we're going to go in and dive and we're going to pick up 2 for you. MMG Briadam. Briadam. So two. Message from the universe. Those one outside, they stay outside. You ready? Message from the universe. The creation of 1,000 forests is in 1 acorn. That's so beautiful. The creation of 1,000 forests is in 1 acorn. The manifestation of a community started with 1 thought. So this is for you. Ooh, there is the. Hold on. You need to slow down, guys, because I was with Brian. That's where I was with, because there's also a name that came up. I was like, no, that was not that name. I got confused. So the second one for following the podcast: people who love are forgiving. This one doesn't want to go inside of me because I was just saying that before. There are children right now listening. I was listening to a podcast earlier. The people was saying love, love, love. It was yesterday. It was like love, love is the answer. Love, man, love. Say love. Please say love. The person was making people saying love in the podcast. And I didn't mind. Beautiful voice. But the problem was, I said I had to say something. I say, do you know that there are children right now that their parents are busy doing something else without monitoring them? I monitor my children. And those children have a phone in their hand or a laptop, and they go and listen to grown-up conversation on grown-up apps. And you are saying you need to love, everything is resolved with love. Well, that child is being abused and is questioning. I need to hear from adult what they think, like what should a human do when he's being abused, child or not. Just want to understand, what should I do because my parents are not listening? And there is my mother or maybe an uncle that is doing something to me. I don't know. But right now, And I heard them because I go to live broadcasts, and they come and they say stuff that are really, really not dark, but you know that child need help. Like one comment was one day, I don't have a mother, I have a father. We don't get along. He's not treating him nice, but at least I have a father. That punched me when I received it. I was like, oh my gosh. And that was a little voice. I don't have a mother, but I have a father. That father is not treating me nice, but at least I have a father. And then that person is listening to, you need to love, 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 continue to. No, no. Report that. Report it. I'm sorry for this, but no. When I hear that, I'm like, no, 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 no. People who have love are forgiving. So this one, let's see the good in it. They are forgiving to themselves. Yes, because you love yourself so much, you're not going to continue to destroy yourself for the rest of your life for what others have done to you. Ta-da! This is how to turn one good. Yes, you love yourself so much that you forgive yourself. You give yourself more love to say, you know what, that will never happen again. There you go. Then after that, we have there is somebody that have a fork and a knife and a plate. So I don't know how to say your name. Fork and thank you for the gift. I appreciate. So a fork and a knife and a gift. So you share the broadcast. So fork, knife, and plate. I don't know what to say for your name. This is my first time I see a name like this. This is your message from the universe. Let your heart speak to other hearts. Fork, knife, plate. Let your heart speak to other heart. And I heard that food speak to people. So thank you for the orange juice. You know I love orange juice. You know I love orange juice. And then there is that one. Namaste, MMG Dawan. Thank you for sharing the podcast. And your message from the universe is, you ready? I am OMniREADY. The difference between a flower and a weed is a judgment. Is that magnificent? The difference between a flower and a weed is the judgment. So let me show you the example of a flower. A flower, so that was for MMG day one, right? So baby girl, thank you so much. Thank you so much. And then I will do LM and the number. I share the podcast. You're probably here to get the coins. We're going to see where we stand. The difference between a flower and a weed is a judgment. A flower doesn't judge itself. Only a person can go and look at a flower and say, oh, look at that ugly flower. The flower is not going to close for it. The flower is looking at the human, probably not even care. Or just going to say, you know what, I'm just going to continue to spread my scent and my beauty and just stay the way I am. So, yes, it's a judgment. And I'm not here to judge. LM 3998308111. Go and get a name. It's very easy. You go to your account and then set up and then you click and then you can make your name. This is a message for you because I'm not repeating the number. Say it straight, simple, and with a smile. There you go. Maybe you could put a smile. Somebody put a plate, fork plate. You can put a smile. There you go. That's for you. Put a smile instead of a number. You already have a number when you're born. They give you a stamp on your on they call that a social security number or whatever. They give you an ID, and they say, "Ooh, look, you are a product now." So I don't think you should continue to be a product online. My perspective. Then there's thank you for following. So because you're following, go and change your name. I will advise you to change your name. And this is your second message for you. We know truth not only by reason, but also by heart. And that's so clear. You can read the frequency of a liar. I'm going to repeat that again. You can read the frequency of a liar. They have their way of, you feel it. Don't doubt yourself. It's like something in your body, your ear, your skin is telling you, mm-mm. and you should follow your guts. Ask question, and if the person is like, what do you mean? I don't know. We were supposed to go somewhere. Or try to change the conversation. You're on point. Just letting you know. We know the truth not only by reason, but also by heart. Your heart and your mind will tell you the truth. Always. It's aligned. It's you that make it not aligned. Okay, there is somebody that came with strawberries and cherries. That is so pretty. So now you don't have to put a name anymore. You can come live and then you don't have to put a name anymore. You can be a plate and a fork and a knife, and you can be a sherry and a sherry and a strawberry. Okay, so I'm speaking to sherry and strawberry. Since you have following the podcast and share the podcast, your great happiness is based on the warmth of your heart. Well, your sherry and strawberry is warm. I mean, I like Berry. The name of the father of my daughters, our daughters, is Berry. Berry. So I love berries. And the second message for following. In all things of nature, there is something of the marvelous. Yes, it's true. Nature is marvelous in all things of nature. So thank you for following and sharing the podcast. Baby girl, thank you for earning 20 stars. That was very nice. Join and then, I like this again. We don't have to have names anymore. This one is like a note sheet with the main note, the first note that you put on the sheet when you do solfeggio. Look at this. He has shared the podcast and he's following. So 2 messages for you. Beautiful music frequency being. I don't mind that. I like that actually, that somebody decided to put the note of a. You need to go slower, guys, because I understand that you share the podcast, what you're doing, but I need to read the message slowly. Don't rush me. Okay. So this is for the music being. Love is to live for somebody. Love is to live with somebody. Love is to live for somebody. Love is to live with somebody. No, love is to live with somebody. Love is to love yourself and share your love with another person. But to live for somebody, no. Nope. Nope. Now, it can be for the love of your mother and your father. They love you so much. So for the love that they are for you, you're living for them. Yes. Tada. See, always see the great in everything. Transform it. Your second message, dear musical being, is say what you mean what you say. Say what you mean what you say. I love it. I love those messages because they're on point. So there you go. Walk your talk, talk your walk. Walk your walk, talk your talk. Come on. Have integrity. That's the topic of today, having integrity. So let me see how this works. 10%. How can this be 10%? You are plugged full power. What's going on with you? Okay. So ABC, you following the podcast and following and sharing. What makes you follow and sharing, guys? Why are you not talking, but you're just following and sharing? Are you just a robot? You're all following and sharing, but you're not talking to me? Or you just want to listen? I heard that. I understand people just want to listen. So, your message, dear ABC, MMG ABC. From a small seed, a mighty trunk may grow. Look at you. Look at you. From a small spermatozoid, which is the tiny little seed that came from your father to the egg of your mother, became a magnificent human being. From a small seed, a mighty trunk may grow. From a small, tiny, little speck of DNA, a magnificent human will raise. In all thing of nature, there is something of the marvelous. Again, reminding us the nature is marvelous. So this is the message for you, ABC. And 100 people in. Thank you very much for being here. That's because of your sharing. Giselle, namaste MMG Giselle. Are you French? I share the podcast. Namaste MMG Giselle. You have shared the podcast. So let me give you your message. Live by your inner knowledge and strength. Yes, and your inner knowledge is where? In your water body, because your water body memorize everything. So that means everything that you have heard from the time that you were in the belly of your mother, that you have concept yourself, manifested, co-created yourself in that tiny little meeting, the particle like poof together, the spermatozoid and the egg, and that make magnificent being that is you, that separated itself in multiple cells and then put himself back together. That is you, Giselle. Live by your inner knowledge and strength. From that time, everything that you have listened, everything that you have heard, everything that you have felt, that you have experienced is your knowledge. And it's inside your water body. So it says here, your inner knowledge, so live by your inner knowledge and strength. So you are a strong being and you have knowledge inside of you. Find it, Giselle. MMG Laura, thank you for sharing the podcast. My goodness, 22 messages. Come on, guys, stop it. I share the podcast, Laura. Your message is, in the beginning is you, in the middle is you, and in the end is you. Meaning you are very important, so focus on yourself. Love yourself. There is a name, but I cannot read it, but it has a beautiful design. Ah, there you go. I hope you're happy. You got your coins. We got 33 chairs. You see? That's what I'm when I go live on FB, when I go live on Insta, when I go live on the other, I don't like the fact that people are liking, people are supporting what I'm doing, my words, my company, my message, right? But I feel like there were no exchange happening. And on those social media where you can give them something while they're live, I adore it because it's a nice way to acknowledge people while you're live in exchange, instead of just going live and people liking you. Thank you for sending likes. Kelly Brooke, thank you for sharing the message. So we're going to have a message for you. Yes, when you share my live, you're sharing a message. And your message for you, Kelly Brooke, is bring me the sunset in a cup. Bring me the sunset in a cup. This is my sunset in a cup. This is my sunset in a cup. This is my sunset in a cup. Then we have Ikra. Ikra, you have shared the broadcast. Ikra, your messages. Socialize with compassion, kindness, and grace. Somebody else received that earlier. Yes. Be kind with others. Superman, you back and you share the podcast too again. Superman, thank you so much. So this is what you have to do, Superman. Love is the ultimate law of life. Integrity, I believe, is the ultimate law of life. But love with integrity is sublime. And integrity without love can be confusing. So, but it's a powerful ingredient of life. Elon has shared the podcast. Namaste, MMG Elon. And the message is for you from the universe. Live light, travel light, spread the light, be the light. And look, you have shared the podcast, so you already spread the light. So now what you have to do is to be the light. Live light, travel light, spread the light, be the light. Tada, Elon. Ulat Kat. Namaste, Ulat Kat. You share the podcast. Thank you for sharing the podcast. Your message from the universe is live righteously and love everyone. Let's be specific. Love the one that are giving you great frequency that make you feel good. Let's be logic. I'm not asking you to love the people. Namaste, spiritual intervention. Welcome to your home sanctuary. Yes, I have to do this here. Namaste, MMG. Welcome to your home sanctuary, your place to be. I am OMniREADY, your guide on Manifest for TV. Are you ready to transcend into the topic? Topic today is, it's because that move. Okay, so we're going to do like this then. There you go. The topic today, I always talk about water. Every time you're going to come and see me, I'm always going to speak about water because water is everything. And water is in everything. So when you look at the topic, you see that I'm talking about water, but I'm emphasizing first with integrity and the three wise monkey at the end. So I gave you your message. Live righteously and love everyone. Love the one that make you feel love. Corey-chan, your message from the universe. Appreciate yourself and honor your soul. The universe asking you to appreciate yourself more and honor your soul, which is having integrity. Thank you for sharing the podcast. Rency Chan, thank you for sharing the podcast. Earth love in flower. It's true. When the earth is laughing, a lot of flowers. She's not laughing right now. Steven, thank you for sharing the podcast. And we are born wise, we are born complete. That's the message for you. So I'm assuming that there's going to be no share for a moment. Oh no, my goodness, guys, you're still sharing even though there's no coins. You wave at, yes, I did. You're still sharing even though there is no coin. That means you really like the message and that's appreciated. So here it says, you will always live happy if you live with heart. You will always live happy if you live with heart. That was for, yes, I can't say the name. It's like at dollar pyramid copyright yen. So next is hell no. Welcome to the podcast. Thank you for sharing the podcast. What a desolate place would be a world without a flower. Yes, it will be empty without flowers. Please leave them to the ground though. Please leave the flower wherever they are. Appreciate them just the way they are. Has shared the podcast. I've started a coin giveaway. No. I did earlier. That's not new. That's older. No. Okay. Let your heart speak to other heart. Yes, that's true. You don't have to say much. You can speak to people directly like that. People snatch. Let me see who snatch. So I'm just letting you know the one who snatch, that are just here to snatch. I have your name. See? I have your names here. And the one that snatch and that don't give back or that don't participate, you know what's gonna happen. Then there is ooh, I like your name. It's reversed. Get I see your name. Get lost. That's your name. Hilarious. In reverse. Get lost. This is your name from the universe. Happiness is an accomplishment. Get lost. Happiness is an accomplishment. La Sonia. I don't understand that language. I'm sorry. Uli. I'm trying to. La Sonia. I have a friend that name is La Sonia. And then there is who is this person? Now, following the podcast. Hell no. Gosh, you guys have amazing names. Happiness is an accomplishment. Yes, it is. So we good? Are we good? Are we good for a moment? We're good. So now let's finish.
So this is the time to make oneness and interconnectedness as one humanity on one planet the political project of our times. We have to remember we are one humanity. We are part of one earth. And whatever we do, we will not let this basic recognition divide us, either from the earth or from each other. And together we are strong.
Together we are strong. So I'm sure you appreciated this video. Did I say ID? So that was the one for today. What was the other one that I like? Oh my gosh. I can't watch myself live. I can't watch myself live. Was not expecting this. That's the first thing that came to. No, hold on. Yeah, that's this one. Okay. They put me to my live directly when I came back on the YouTube. That's funny. When I came back home, that's the first thing, your current live stream. Didn't know that it was the first thing that you could see. So let's go back to the library, because that's what I do every day. If you really watch things that really are vibing, namaste, MMG François, thank you for coming back. Namaste, MMG. I'm not gonna say your name. Obvious. Kelly, thank you for being here, Kelly. Thank you for being here. So yes, let's see how that's gonna work. I go to look at what is recently uploaded, what is suggested to, like recommended. But I definitely go, the first thing that I go is I go recently uploaded. How symbol rule our minds. I was talking about that to somebody today. Symbols. Yes, they do. I was showing to somebody how like we were walking on the street and I say, you see this symbol, and then everything was connected to where the symbol was with the buildings and the relationship to everything. Why African were historically viewed as a threat. Yeah, of course. I have that in history. Yes, I do. Yes, you look at the latest things that are being uploaded and you can have a way to read the frequency of what's going on out there. Of course, spare the way you connect. If you're somebody that like to connect to negative information online constantly, you're going to receive only negative information as recommended. The AI doesn't judge. The AI adore you just the way you are. And AI is listening to you and everything that you click and everything that you like and everything that you stay on. You don't have to like it. You just have to stay on it. So that means if you watch stuff and you say, no, I didn't watch it, the AI know you have spent that long watching this. And your AI, your phone, can look at the movement of your eye. And the movement of your eye says where you are focusing on the video or photo that you are watching. Stop lying to yourself. Stop trying to hide. All you have to do is to face yourself. See, you talk to yourself, you learn about yourself, that you have sides and you have emotion and you have the ability to be kind and you have the ability to say no. Face yourself. So, through the suggestion and the recommendation, you can actually read yourself. I can go to a timeline of somebody and understand the type of being they are just by looking at the post that they're posting every day. It's very easy to learn somebody. You just look at the timeline. Very easy. Because most people, it's not that they don't lie, but because they're behind a computer, they feel like it's okay, the fact that they're behind the computer, that it's protecting them, that nobody's going to learn about them. But that's not true. You learn so much more behind the computers of people and what they post. So there is a news about a 65 years old, and she was not wearing the kasam, woman assaulted at the bank. I don't know why. I know why this came on my news because I pay attention to the being who delivered that news. Bottom line, you look at each recommended and you will see that is related to the way you think, what you like, or what you have paid attention to, even though you don't like it. Ah. Oh, I want to hear about that. That I want to hear about.
My name is Darryl Richardson. I work for Amazon. I'm a picker, and I've been at Amazon 10 months.
What did you think that job would be like when you first got it?
Well, like any and everybody, Amazon, nice place to work for, new company, right? They bringing investment, thought it was gonna be great. But as I worked there a couple months, I realized there needed to be some changes. I just felt like they weren't communicating. They was firing employees for no reason.
Darryl Richardson works at the Amazon Fulfillment Center in Bessemer, Alabama. It's a 10-hour shift. His job is to help fill orders by sorting hundreds of items an hour.
They were changing our schedule while we were asleep. So for me to stay, I felt like something had to change. To be honest, I was ready to quit. And I felt like somebody got to do something.
Exactly.
So what did you do?
That's what they
I
want
made a
you to
phone
do.
call.
They want you to quit.
And I lashed out to the guys to see, can we get some help?
So you're the one who started all of this?
I made the phone call.
What did I say earlier? It start by
It's a
one.
collective effort, right?
Start by one. Always
Amazon
by
workers
one.
have tried to unionize before, but only in Alabama have organizers made it this far, in spite of it being a generally anti-union state. Since Darryl made
I'm
the
sorry,
phone call
guys.
to a national retail
I'm starting
workers
the other
union,
live here,
organizers
so
have been stationed outside this facility. Workers have until the end of March to vote yes or no on whether to let the union represent them. They're not
okay,
representing
girls.
a normal company. While many businesses closed last year, Amazon's sales went up by $100 billion. If workers succeed at forming a union here, it could happen anywhere.
I'm up here. You up? That's what's up. you another 6,000 workers here. That's what's up, baby. What's up? I know what the union can do. I know what the union can bring to a company. Only thing I want is everybody get treated fair. Everybody get paid for what they deserve. We want the next generation to the next generation. If they got to work for Amazon, they don't have to go through things we going through.
Amazon said in a statement that it already offers what unions are requesting: base pay that's double the minimum wage and competitive benefits. Amazon also says it doesn't think the majority of workers agree with the union. But some here in Alabama say they've been convinced to organize by the day-to-day conditions.
I would like for them to change the breaks. We have long hours and we have high capacity jobs to do. I think 2 breaks a day is not enough for a 10-hour shift at Amazon.
Constant anxiety. I'm constantly, when I clock into work, I'm clocking into being worried about being fired. Constant anxiety.
And you shouldn't feel that way. You shouldn't feel that way when you're going to work.
The time off task is a detriment. I think it's a productivity thing. They want you to crank out as many things as possible, but they start counting your time off task after like 10 minutes. And if there's only 2 bathrooms on a floor that's enormous, I'm at 15.
That's what I
minutes by
said
the
to
time I get
people.
back to my station.
We're talking about what's going on in China.
Yeah, you could be.
It's happening in everywhere. In America, in France, all those big companies that took over the world. They treat all of them, their employee, the same. Remember, they're not connected.
And control.
They don't care. We're robots to them.
That's where you see
We
all
corpse.
the blurbs from the people who work there. I don't want to use it. I like it the way it is.
Amazon disputed that workers' hours were changed while they were sleeping, and it argued that it gives adequate time for bathroom breaks.
Who's this? This is Pepita. Hey, girl. I just got this, right? So I just got put in a new role. So I kind of feel like a badass with my new harness on.
Is it fun to work at Amazon sometimes?
Yeah, sometimes it definitely is fun, especially when they want to teach you something new. Like this, I just started doing this past week. And yeah, it was really exciting because it feels like they're noticing you. They're noticing that hard work that you do. But then, once you start doing it, then it's back to the metrics and the time off task. And so nothing really changes. The first thing that they did was they started.
That's a trick that most people that are manipulating do. They give a little bit of goodness to make you feel like you are being acknowledged and appreciated for what you're doing in those companies, because I work for some of those companies, those big corporations. And then it's stress through, you have to produce, you have to produce, you have to do this, you have to do this. And then they come a little bit, and then it's breaking you with time. You get used to it, and then you just go to work stressed, you come home stressed, and then you're sick, and then you just give your energy. You're basically giving literally your energy, your life to those companies, and they don't care.
And hanging
They
up
don't.
the propaganda. The vote no.
Amazon set up anti-union placards in the break room, the warehouse, and even inside bathroom stalls.
This is everybody that I read today. That is beautiful. This is everybody that I read today that I gave a message to the universe. Thank you, guys. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. So here,
And then they sent people down from other places. And they're all over the place. And they have them for every shift. And what they would do is they would come around and go to each station and ask you, hey, I'm Joe Blow from wherever. Do you have any questions about the union? I'm here to answer your questions. The next thing was the classes. They had somebody who was like the captain of the union busting who would come down and teach, like,
What was the official title of the class?
they just called it like union training. That's it. Which is funny because it's not union training. It's union busting 101.
J.C. Thompson didn't need convincing. He already thought that a union was not necessary. Thompson works the overnight shift 4 days a week, overseeing up to 60 employees. On Sunday mornings, you'll find him at his church.
To everyone, to everyone.
What's your opinion on the unionization drive that's going on at your Amazon facility?
Some people will take this and say, I'm anti-union. I'm not anti-union. I believe that there is a place for unions in certain situations, but I just don't feel at Amazon at this moment that there is a place, because everything that a union would possibly fight for, we already have. Amazon, you walk in the door, the ground level is $15. I have 401k, I have medical, dental, vision. I get a raise every 6 months. So I'm asking myself, like, what else can the union actually offer for real? I tell people when I talk to employees, we only been open a year, and we really hadn't had a chance to.
that's somebody that is talking, that
team.
is being obviously
Everybody, all the operations managers, most of them are from other places.
Having a perspective because he didn't experience what the others have experienced.
That
See,
an
again.
associate brings with themselves. So how do you merge those two cultures together? And I think that has been the problem. And then we have.
So you're acknowledging that there are problems.
Of course.
Amazon hopes its more than 1 million US workers will see things like JC does. Nonetheless, the drive is gaining momentum.
I strongly support your efforts to form a union.
And there should be no intimidation, no coercion, no threats, no anti-union propaganda.
We need you to be, yes, you carry on the spirit and tradition in Alabama that has fought against so many obstacles.
If the vote is successful and other workplaces in the area are inspired by what happened at Amazon locally, do you think that's a good thing?
I think it can be a good thing, because there are other places that I think that have non-union that actually need a union, that they don't have what we have. Now, down the road, we get past this hump and we see how the leadership learns from this experience. If the vote is no, then we will see. And there's always, even if it doesn't,
I'm glad that you recognize that some other places, not because it's good for him, that other places need his assistance. I mean, not his assistance, but a union assistance, because not everybody is experiencing great experience, obviously, in this business or any big corporation. Come on. So yes, that was in the recently uploaded. Not really. I mean, yes, there is a lot of thing happening with the earth. Oh yes, there was a super song that I listened today that was amazing. Yes, that was a super song. I mean, you need to see it, but right now I don't feel like turning the phones. So now let's go to the watch later. Do you do the watch later list? I like to research a lot of things. I like to watch a lot of things. I'm very curious. I don't mind to watch the 3 hour documentary just to learn about something. I don't mind. And sometimes I end up having my playlist, my watch later playlist, ended up having hundreds of video because I don't want to watch it now because it's too long, or I'm doing something, I'm watching already something else because I'm always watching something, watching or reading or exploring, always. If I can't do that, then what's the purpose to be on Earth? I don't know. Are you curious about us being together here? No? I'm curious. Some are curious. I can see that. You just did some like. I'm curious about all of us being together. Like, what are we doing together here? What's this? What are we doing? Okay, so let's go down, down, down. You see, I'm still like to hundreds of. Do you see? Do you see? You see? You see it above my head. I'm like ding, 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 because this is really, really dumb what they done. I mean, if I would have designed the program, the GoTo program, in the history, you put the oldest video at the bottom and you put the newest one at the top. No, they say no. We're gonna let them have to go through all the way their playlist. Namaste, MMG Queen Love. I'm still not done. Watch this. 10 hours later. Yeah, I know I need to empty some videos. But that's how curious I am. That's show you how curious I am. I just have hundreds and hundreds. Sometimes I watch them and I forgot to remove them, and that's the problem. I need to remove them because I want you to. Well, no, the one that I say "Be Curious" MMG is stuff that I've watched, but this one is the watch later. This is my playlist, so I have nothing to say about my playlist. What was the word that I was looking at earlier? What was the word? Because I'm still like in the back of my mind, I'm like, the word that you were going to ask. Oh my gosh. Okay. Achète ta femme. Oh mon Dieu.
C'était en mars 2010, un fait divers bouleverse le Cambodge.
Une Cambodgienne mariée et vivant en Corée a été retrouvée morte dans son appartement à la suite d'un incendie. Cet incendie ne serait pas le fruit du hasard.
La femme, une Cambodgienne achetée par son mari coréen, aurait été assassinée pour que l'homme puisse toucher son assurance vie. Un meurtre qui en rappelle d'autres, commis dans des circonstances similaires.
Ok.
Car au Cambodge, près d'une femme sur 3 se marie avec un étranger contre quelques dollars. Un mariage qui se termine le plus souvent par de la maltraitance, la prostitution ou la mort. Aujourd'hui, à Phnom Penh, le gouvernement cambodgien a décidé de réagir. Il met en place une série de lois pour empêcher que des femmes soient mariées contre de l'argent à des étrangers. Désormais, les étrangers voulant épouser une Cambodgienne doivent avoir moins de 50 ans, gagner plus de 2500 $ par mois et recevoir l'autorisation du ministère de l'Intérieur.
Ces lois permettent de stopper les vieux étrangers qui viennent choisir de jeunes femmes. Certains couples ressemblent à un couple perfect.
50 ans, 50 years is still too old. Have somebody that is like young and healthy, why 50 years old? So the story of this news in French, they're creating a new law, and I am all about creating not new law, but to focus on the human rights, to focus on the human rights, because there is a lot of infringement of human rights right now happening in the world, especially right now. And this one has been recognized for many, many years. It's about in Cambodia, they having a business for few dollars to marry young women, young girls, to older gentlemen coming from other country. Like a tourist, you come and you can buy them for few dollars and you marry them, to have them as a slave, as a maid, as a sex toy, and then the law says, okay, no, we can't continue to have that because now they're finding people that are going to the point that they marry them, and then we end up finding the person dead, and then the person who got married with that person get money. Really? Humanity, really? What's going on in the mind of a human that think this way? What's going on in their mind for to say, you know what? Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go to another country, marry a young girl, treat her like nothing, don't pay her, abuse her completely, and then at the end, when I'm done with her, kill her to receive some money from life insurance. What's in the mind of those people? Thank you for being here for Namaste, Magnificent Manifest Being. Welcome to your home sanctuary, your place to be. I am OMniREADY, your guide on Manifest for TV. You can also follow me on Linktree, link like a link, LINK, tree, TR.ee. Yes, there is a little dot. EE/OMniREADY, or you just type OMniREADY online, OMNIREADY, and then you'll find me. I was talking right now, today, the topic is integrity, water, and the stopping the three wise monkey, playing the three wise monkey. So I'm sharing the news about what is going on in Cambodia in French.
Des villages entiers vidés de leurs femmes. Voici la réalité dans cette province la plus peuplée du pays.
Wow. So because of that, because of people stealing little girls or young women from villages in Cambodia, they end up having a lot of villages with men. Do you see the destruction that one being does if it's not stopped? One being decide, okay, we're going to make a business. We're going to hire some people to go and steal some of those women. They all get stolen to be sold into the city. Meanwhile, the villages have no woman. No mother, no aunts, no female. The village is dying.
Jeunes filles qui vivent encore ici sont cachées dans l'attente d'un mariage avec un étranger. Résultat, un Européen qui se promène dans la région est immédiatement perçu comme un chasseur de femmes. Une famille vient nous accoster.
Vous êtes français? Vous cherchez une femme?
La femme nous
Wow.
offre à boire et nous demande de patienter sous un abri de paille.
Wow.
Et moins de 5 minutes plus tard,
Ah, te voilà. Viens discuter avec eux.
sans préambule, cette femme entre immédiatement dans le vif du sujet.
Avant tout, pour le mariage, il faut se mettre d'accord. Ensuite, on pourra commencer les démarches.
Wow.
Les prix peuvent varier. Pour les Coréens, par exemple, c'est plus de 20 000 dollars. Et il faut compter 1 000 dollars pour l'intermédiaire.
La femme au scooter est l'intermédiaire. C'est par elle que transitent les familles du village qui vendent leurs filles.
So then some people are going to tell me, but yeah, how about you talk about the people in their own village, like people in World War II, own people giving their own people to the concentration camp, own people in Africa giving their own people to the boat to go to slavery. Those are the own people in their own villages giving their own girls to sell. Integrity.
Sans plus attendre, on nous propose
So this is how easy it is. You can walk, you go to Cambodia, and you walk into different villages. Somebody will come to you pretty fast if you're a tourist, if you, especially, looking like, the idea of that tourist has money. They will come and they start to negotiate with you for a marriage. Not even like, already that was already extremely bad, right? Namaste, MMG Karina. It was already really bad that human being already sell, traffic people just for whatever service moment. But now,
de rencontrer une famille chez elle. Dans la maison, ce n'est pas une, mais 5 familles qui se succèdent pour vendre leurs filles, et c'est sur photo qu'il faut faire son choix.
So they have you coming in, and there are 5 different families that are there with 5 different little girls, and you can choose the girl that you want by the picture.
Alors, elle te plaît? Si tu-
And each mothers are laughing and asking, so does she please you?
Tu peux te marier ici et faire de
And you can get married right now if you have money.
l'argent, tout est possible.
Everything is
Cette mère
possible.
nous propose de poursuivre la vente discrètement, sans passer par la...
And this mother said that, please let's go discreetly. I can understand people being like, women are the worst on this earth, because really think about it. I'm a female. I take care of my own. I take care of my children. I know what they are doing. They're right here. The door is open. If they want to communicate with me, I know where they are online. I monitor everything. But to have the idea to say, okay, instead of that idea of make sure that your children are okay, you monitor them, that they are protected, that they are good frequency, good environment. What the society is saying, right? The government say, if you don't provide a home, don't provide clothes, don't provide food for your children and education, we can take your children away. And there are people on this earth that can do that. And talk about it openly, because people say, oh yeah, child trafficking, human trafficking. It's not at home.
intermédiaire, ce qui, affirme-t-elle, nous coûtera moins cher. Le rendez-vous est pris 2 jours plus tard dans le bar d'un quartier
2 days
populaire
after.
de la capitale. La fille, la voici de dos, entourée de ses parents. Il
She looks like a little girl.
nous affirme qu'elle a 22 ans.
She doesn't look like 22 years old. She looked like maybe 15, 14.
Elle en paraît à peine 16.
She doesn't, he said that she was not even looking 16.
En préambule, ils me garantissent que leur fille est vierge.
And then they promised the man for few money, remember, little bit, that she's a virgin.
Avant de commencer la négociation.
Before they can start to negotiate, they tell you the product quality. Huh? Let's discuss. Let's discuss what this product, my daughter, contained. Virgin, age for you to do whatever you want, obedient, well-trained and taught, human. Package from their own mother.
Mariage, tu peux donner combien de familles?
So if you want to marry her, now that I describe you the quality of this package, how much?
Tu sais, les Coréens, ils payent $20,000.
You know, Korean people, to marry a Cambodian girl or buy it like that 2 days after, they pay, what did she say? $20,000, she said.
Mais les Européens comme toi, ils ont l'habitude de payer $5,000.
But with the European like you, we can negotiate to 5,000. So for $20,000 to a Korean man buying a girl, she went then to 5,000 for a Frenchman.
$5,000, c'est l'équivalent de 10 ans d'un salaire moyen dans la campagne cambodgienne.
But $5,000, it's the equivalence of, this is the equivalence of 10 years of work in Cambodia. So they're giving their child for 10 years of work in Cambodia. You have to understand what is $5,000 for them. Is it worth it? Not for me. My daughters, there is nobody on this earth that has enough money to even think about coming and offering me enough, something to think that they can come close to my daughters. But that's how she negotiated. $5,000.
Est-ce que tu as peur de venir avec moi dans mon pays?
So then the man asked the young little girl, are you afraid to come with me in my country?
No.
And she said no. But the way she said no, It doesn't sound.
Alors que le gouvernement durcit la loi et ferme les agences matrimoniales, il est toujours aussi simple d'acheter une épouse cambodgienne et de la sortir de son pays. Loin de s'arrêter, ce trafic a pris un nouvel essor depuis que le pays a ouvert son marché aux investisseurs étrangers. Ici, les entrepreneurs sud-coréens sont arrivés en masse et apprécient la compagnie des Cambodgiennes. Un filon qui a fait naître de nouvelles professions. Elles sont parfaitement légales, des écoles pour futures épouses destinées à des Coréens.
Maintenant, on aborde le vocabulaire domestique. Faire la cuisine. Qu'est-ce que je peux préparer à manger? Est-ce que vous comprenez toutes? Parce que ce vocabulaire est très important.
L'après-midi, c'est travaux
So they go
pratiques.
to a school already where they teach them how to
Préparer
be
de bons petits plats, mais
wives.
attention, seulement de la cuisine coréenne pour plaire au futur mari.
Only Korean food like that they can please their husband.
En général, dans les menus coréens, on utilise de l'ail. En fait, dans la majorité des recettes, il y a de l'ail. Pour les Coréens, manger de l'ail, c'est bon pour la santé.
Ici, toutes les filles sont déjà promises à des Coréens. L'école ouverte par M. Yang il y a 2 ans ne désemplit pas.
Vous savez, il y a déjà eu plus de 2000 mariages avec des Coréens. Alors les filles, elles sont contentes. Elles ont toutes une cousine, une sœur, une amie qui s'est mariée à un Coréen.
How do you find about this? Are you okay? First, let me acknowledge everybody. We are back live on Insta. We good on FB. We good on LiveMe, and we good on YouTube, right? So my question is, thank you. Yeah, no, I'm not going to reply to the message in the messenger. Namaste, magnificent manifest being. Welcome to your sanctuary, your place to be. I am OMniREADY, your guide on Manifest for TV. Are you ready to transcend into the topic integrity, water, and the fact that we all need to stop playing the three wise monkey? And the next video that I was sharing right now between the lives, because I am looking for the others. Remember, we are here to do something specific. My purpose right now is to find the others. So whomever is listening and is interested to my voice frequency and my purpose, contact me. My LinkedIn tree, so linktr.ee/OmniReady. You have all my links wherever I go to stereo, when I do my podcast, when I go live on any social media. You can click here, you can see my interview, you can see how long I've been here and what I am doing and what I am manifesting. Right now, we were talking about the human trafficking because we're in integrity, we're not playing the three wise monkey, on how it's a French news video on how in Cambodia, young little girl can be sold for $5,000 or less for getting married, and then the person can take them in their country just like that, like a package that you can buy, a pair of sneakers or whatever it is that is available, but it's a child. So let's finish.
Alors elles viennent directement ici.
So there are some that are being sent by their mothers on purpose to those schools that are made on purpose for those tourists, for them to be able to buy them. But they say, oh no, it's only for the people that are Korean or Cambodian, but it's for the tourists.
Et les filles qui sortent d'ici, elles deviennent ensuite de bonnes épouses coréennes?
Ça prend du temps. Quelqu'un qui est à l'école ne devient pas pro tout de suite. Il faut l'entraîner avant.
So they're training them to be wives.
Le business du mariage, aussi douteux soit-il, semble avoir de beaux jours devant lui. Aujourd'hui au Cambodge,
Gosh, they
une
look
nouvelle vague
young.
d'investisseurs déferle et ils sont
Can you see it
japonais.
behind me?
Alors M. Yang anticipe, dans quelques mois, il va ouvrir une nouvelle école pour femmes à marier en version japonaise.
So he's about to open a new school, but in Japan for women to be married. So it's a business that they just train them to be wife, and then they're being married. They're being married out of the school. A product to be giving away. Namaste, MMG, Tony Trade. So that's hello. A pleasure to have you here. So that's the news that I just got right now. I'm gonna remove that and I'm gonna put that. If you wanna see the video that I watch, because you can't really see them besides seeing them behind me, I put a mirror for you on purpose. I'm gonna put this one in the playlist because I create playlists on my channel on YouTube. If you are a curious being like me, I have on the link tree my link tree is like this. There's all my link that coming out of the hand of a beautiful bee, my ancestors, and all those links. You can find the link that bring you to my YouTube channel, and on that channel, that video channel, you can have all those playlists. And the playlist that I'm going to put, this one, I'm going to remove it from watch later. I'm going to put that in Be Curious MMG, and then I created a new playlist that's called Rights. This is a playlist for where I keep all the record that I have in all the multiple languages about infringement of human rights. So this is where you can learn about human rights and the infringement of human rights. Life Beyond It, Museum of... Non. Compilation Valence policière sur les gilets jaunes. Non. Disclosure, non. I'm shocked of how many videos I have. So how are you doing? I'm surprised nobody asked for the coin drops. But a lot of people came. Gosh. It's like, you guys, you really like coins, huh? It can be in live or in online. You're like going nuts for coins. It's just coins. I thank you for the coins. But I don't go after people's life for coins. Okay, so... No. Gosh, I wish it could end. That's another one.
Stream NCAA March Madness live.
See, I'm curious about everything. Do you see this?
Ugh, did you just feel chills run down your spine? Even though that's not your hand brushing a gigantic nest of daddy long legs, it still makes you want to grab a flamethrower and burn everything to the ground. But this is just the tip of the weirdly unsettling iceberg. From monstrous human mouths to cute things gone horribly wrong, it's time to test just how strong your stomach really is. I challenge you to
Okay, let's go in. I like those type of video.
that will definitely make you shudder.
Oh my gosh, how she does that?
There's something lurking in your backyard that'll make your skin crawl, and then it'll crawl over your skin. This is an amber snail that's been infected with a parasitic worm known as the green-banded root sac. It incubates inside the snail, and when the larvae hatch, they invade the snail's eye stalks.
Oh my
This gives the stalks a revolting, pulsating appearance that's enough to make your own eyes itch. These puffed up, throbbing stalks now resemble caterpillars, which is all part of the parasite's plan. It then takes over the snail's mind and forces it to move into the open, attracting nearby hungry birds. Once the bird plucks the eyes of the poor zombified snail, the parasites start to reproduce inside the bird. When it eventually poops out the eggs, another unlucky snail will lap up the egg-infested muck, and the parasite's shudder-worthy life cycle starts anew. However, it's not just brain-sucking parasites that can turn animals into zombies, as you can see from this brain-dead snake. Even though its head is completely lifeless, its body simply refuses to lay down and die. As if
That's what I
deadly
was.
virus wasn't enough, it looks like we have scaly, slithering
That's what I
zombies
told
to worry
people.
about as well.
Stop playing like that,
Fortunately, this isn't the
saying
start of
that
a
it
big
doesn't feel. How do you explain this? The snake head is dead, but the snake is still moving.
Snakes are cold-blooded reptiles with slow metabolisms, meaning their muscles don't need much
Cut the chicken head and the chicken's still running. Oh, it's just the nerve. It's just
oxygen to stay alive. So if
fish,
they're decapitated or lose function in their heads, the muscles and the
pigs,
rest of their scaly bodies can keep moving. And not just
cows.
for a few seconds or minutes,
They
but
don't
for
feel.
hours afterwards. Before you shiver up so much that you freeze up entirely, why not stop your hands from shaking by directing them towards those like and subscribe buttons? I put out brand new content every day.
Gosh, they're really
Shop in the
good
like
at
you
making
in
people
equal
follow
measure.
and like, huh?
Although I seem to have forgotten the delight bit in today's video. And with that, let's dive back into the wretched world of the oddly terrifying. Snakes aren't the only animals that can play dead. To endure brutally cold winters, alligators have developed one hell of a survival technique. As ice begins to form along swamps and lakes, they allow themselves to freeze in place underwater. To keep breathing, they poke the tips of their snouts through the ice, like eerie little tombstones with teeth.
Yeah, I
During this
remember
time,
that.
they
I
slip
saw
into a
it. That was
process called
awesome.
brumation, a reptilian equivalent of hibernation, which drastically slows down their metabolism to conserve precious energy.
Awesome.
Even though they're practically dead in the water, I wouldn't risk skating out on those waters. Unless you want to become a possible new addition to this gruesome
No,
graveyard.
because they can come out of there
But if you
sleeping just
did
that
fall in,
fast.
would you be brave enough to take this person's hand, or would you rather become alligator chow? Personally, I choose the chow, because the noise these bugs make is enough to curdle anyone's blood.
Those bugs are big.
These large, crackling carapaces belong to Australia's giant spiny stick insect. But that hand
Ooh,
clearly
that gave me
belongs
some
to the bugs
some
only
reaction.
measure in at a maximum of 5.5 inches long, but the fact that you can hear them moving
I
makes
see
them
you.
seem so much bigger. When it comes to bugs, the title of creepiest crawly has to go to cicadas. Not just
Thank
because their
you.
bulging eyes
They tell me
or the
that my
fact that they're
following
about the size
record
of a
is very
human
good.
thumb, but because of the way they molt.
I am
The eggs of this
touched. Thank
species
you,
hatch
guys.
into nymphs, which spend an incredible
154. That's pretty
75
good.
years developing underground before
154 of
emerging
you
to the
are
surface. It's
focusing
at this
in.
point that they molt out of their baby exoskeletons,
Thank you.
bursting forth to reveal the real horror show hidden beneath. It's hard to tell if that's really a bug or an alien shrimp monster that feeds on the dreams of the innocent. Although if it is a dream-feasting alien, it'll be going hungry, because I don't think I'm ever sleeping again. However, when it comes to the crowning king of monstrous molts, there's only one 8-legged abomination which can come out on top. Arachnophobes, avert your eyes now, because this is the leftover exoskeleton of a molted tarantula. Those ominous hollows are the
You see
spaces
this?
its legs and body once occupied.
Yes. No, I don't have no
before it
candy.
outgrew this scary skin. Depending on their age,
I
tarantulas will
don't.
molt from every few months to once
Simonier?
a year. During the grisly process, they contract their abdomens, pushing fluid into their upper body. This buildup of pressure cracks the exoskeleton, allowing the spider to essentially pop its top off and writhe out. Ugh, just watching this makes me feel itchy. Even if you don't find insects all that scary, you'll probably agree that giant
Leah?
hornet's nests like this are unsettling sights. However, it wasn't just the size of this
Could you
one
give her a
discovered back in
treat, please?
2014 that made the
She's asking
definition
for a
of
treat, I
next
think.
level. Hornets had built this nest around an
Which one
old
did you give
wooden
her?
statue that had been left in an abandoned
The
shed.
long
The
chicken one?
rotting
Oh, she's
wood
good then.
was fused with the
I thought
hide,
you gave her the
making it
small
look
one.
like the nest had been brought to
Or you can
life,
give her one
stuck
small one.
instead
You know,
of
like the
constant
little round, the
screaming
little paddy
agony.
one.
Well, you would be too if
Thank
your
you.
disembodied torso were crawling with hundreds of hornets. However, there are worse fates that can befall rotting wood.
I wanted to come. Why did I press on that video? Is because there was something that was done.
Blasting, which is
Somebody that did
in mounds
something.
of what looks like hair out of a huge clogged drain. And he's not even wearing gloves.
I'm
Thankfully,
sorry.
he's getting paid to do this because he's a
Oh my gosh. I'm sorry. Yes, I have something. That's my pet peeve. I'm very clean and I don't like to see stuff like
their
that.
home.
Okay, so where is it? You know what?
Almost the same length.
Not gonna wait for this. Done.
What are you looking for?
I was wondering why this video was in Watch Play Later, but probably you put it in there because
And there's so
No, I didn't put it in.
yeah, that's not the type of stuff that I'm watching.
long they can even
I prefer to watch directly a documentary about animal instead of a perspective. Le secret de la baguette. Oh, I'm hungry. So soon we're gonna finish the live, and the live's gonna be here for a moment because remember, I like to keep the live that I've prepared that are like 28 minutes that I can be able to put on TV directly. I like to keep those one airing and continuing to be seen because it is not scripted, but it is organized in a way that you can get the information of what I'm seeing, what I'm reading, and what I'm listening to for you to be able to apply that to your life. This is the life for us to communicate, to connect with each other. The fact that I can go live on 4 different media is manifest for connection. I'm looking for the others. So this show will not probably stay for a long time. It's just for the purpose of reaching the being with the same frequency for us to manifest together, especially if you're being requested to do so. So yes, that's what I wanted to share today. I had another video, but there's so many I'm done to look into them. I have so many videos. If I go to the end this way, let me see. I'm gonna go to my playlist in Watch Later and probably go at the end of that list. Let me go all the way at the end. How many videos? Oh, 671. No wonder. Some get deleted. 671. That's a lot of video that I have to watch. But there is so much stuff to watch. So why sleeping after daylight saving suck? Yes, I wanted to watch this one. I really wanted to watch this one. Because I wanted to understand the perspective of sleeping differently. There you go. You see, I find a way. Told you I will find a way. So let's go to the library. And that's going to be the last video for this show. Because sleeping is extremely important for your water body. And since we're talking about integrity and water.
I first realized that I had irregular sleep problems, delayed sleep, around the age of 8. And my delayed sleep got significantly worse once I hit my teenage years. I did not realize it wasn't just insomnia until I was in my late 20s. And I finally went to a sleep specialist, and he pulled out a book and showed me the definition of what at that time was called delayed sleep phase syndrome.
Delayed sleep phase
First,
syndrome,
to understand
DSPS.
what a delayed phase disorder is, you have to understand
Sleep
what a
delay
circadian rhythm
by 2 hours or more.
Your
Bien.
body has a circadian rhythm for almost everything it does. But when we talk about it in sleep, we're talking about the sleep-wake cycle, the 24-hour clock that we're on for sleep. And you might have heard of the chemical that natural light stimulates. It's called melatonin. For someone with a delayed phase, it means that their melatonin system is not turning on as keep the window dressing of the House of Representatives. A typical day for me is falling asleep around 4 or 5 a.m. and waking up around 11 or 12. During the day, I'm usually fairly tired, but in the evening, as it gets darker out, I start to feel sharper, happier, just more myself.
That's
A
interesting.
delayed person can't sleep until their sleep window happens, which is usually a lot later in the day. But if given the opportunity, a delayed sleeper can sleep really well. They just have to sleep on their timetable. So I still try to have a 9 to 5 schedule, and so
Yes, that's why I can't have a 9 to 5 schedule. I'm a night owl. My night start very late and my day start
by 1 or 2,
11.
and then get up at 8:30 and try to make it
Sometime
to work
before,
at 9.
but
And I live like that.
most likely my universe will make me up by 11 or before
If you're a
11.
3 to 11 sleeper, I would have you sleep 3 to 11 for a week or 2. And then what we would do is have you kind of gradually advance your bedtime and advance your.
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna change my bedtime because I like the way I sleep. I like the three wise monkey. I like the picture that I put. It's gonna attract people. So I'm gonna finish by Manifest for TV. It was a pleasure to have spent time with you today. May we connect again. I can't tell you when I'm gonna be live, like personally live, like this, live stream on for social media. I come when my universe tell me to come. But I can promise you one thing is that it will be soon, because I think some people want me to go live. So when I'm gonna go live, I was reflecting like when, because I still don't want to say a day. I can't. I know next Monday at 8:30 p.m. you will see me live on TV. That's for sure, and it will be live stream on my website. But to see me directly live like this, I am a being that live in a now. So
Namaste, magnificent manifest being. I am OMniREADY, your guide on Manifest for TV. This show is about you, all about us and how we think. As our thought becomes our words, the more it becomes our manifestation. This is where you'll find guidance on how to be completely. Stimulate your ability to think, manifest in judgment-free frequency every Monday, 8:30 p.m. on MNN Lifestyle Channel and live stream all over the world. Come and transcend your mind to reveal your power. Keep it something simple as simple to
there you go. So you can watch me on Monday. I will be live. I will be live on TV because I already sent the show for Monday. And let's stay connected. Linktree, linktr.ee/OMniREADY. And if you have any question, you can come on my website. I have a chat that connect directly to my phone, my business phone, and I can read your question or your information. And then also have the Telegram channel. The Telegram channel is growing to have a bigger community to share everything that is related with the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, because I wanted to say the human rights only, but it's the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. I want to share a video on how the human rights was created, but also why they were created, and also how we can apply them now. Because if we don't apply our human rights, we're not going to be able to assist each other. So I will see you soon. Go on my link tree, go on Manifest for TV, and may you stay in magnificent frequency with your family. Bye-bye, energy. So we're going to stop here first. Bye-bye. Then we're going to finish here.